That's pretty cool. Is that coming from Colorado Springs?
Man, you just gotta love those Jets, Jess. They obviously came from the Air Force Academy. By the way, congrats to the cadets on graduating today. But back over here to Broncos training camp, there's some jets being thrown by the quarterbacks, right?
Yeah, absolutely. It was pretty cool to see Sean Payton's reaction to those jets going right over Broncos training camp today. But like you mentioned, some of those plays we saw from this offense specifically, maybe a 55-yard pass from Jarrett Stidham to Marvin Mims, starting to show the connections between some of these guys. Once again, we had Bo Nix running with the ones. Sean Payton says not to look into that too much. They're still just sharing reps out here at the training facility. But we saw some good stuff from the team overall today.
Yeah, I agree. And back onto the quarterbacks, those quick, easy throws. They look like they got the offense ready. But, you know, that's what OTAs is all about, learning the offense and learning the system.
And the number one goal is to get to the right 53 at the end of training camp. And so there's an installation that we're going through right now. Let's call it a 9 or 10 day installation. And we're on third down. Yesterday and today, we gave it 2 days. Red zone will be on Monday. And we'll follow that pattern through mini camp. And then when they come back for training camp, we start that same installation pattern again.
And speaking of some of their off-season programs, Sean Payton also said there's going to be a lot more attention this year on kickoff and kick return because of those rule changes as well.
Yeah, he mentioned possibly having an actual player instead of a punter or a kicker do the kickoff, so they have an extra defender out there.
It'd be interesting.
But a guy that's going to be involved in a lot of those kickoff returns, of course, is Marvin Mims. He showed a lot today, right? No Cortland Sutton, no Jerry Jeudy. This is a team that's kind of rebuilding, refreshing, reloading, whatever you want to call it. But Coach Payton was impressed from Marvin.
And Corey, you mentioned Cortland Sutton and Jerry Jeudy. Marvin Mims says those are two guys he learned a lot from in his first season, including Tim Patrick on the sidelines as well. But Mims is excited to show how much he learned after his first season. A lot of thanks to those guys.
You know, having Jerry and Court there, I mean, that helped a ton. Having Tim in my ear, too, even though he was hurt, that helped a ton, too. So just, you know, trying to learn everything from them last year while going. I mean, it was tough. You know, it's a lot, you know, in and out of the ear, and it's a long season, start getting banged up and stuff like that. But, you know, now I know what to expect.
Another pretty cool part of practice today was finding out that former Broncos safety Steve Foley and tight end Riley Odoms were elected to the Denver Broncos Ring of Fame. And we got to talk to Foley at practice today. What did you like hearing from him?
Yeah, he's a New Orleans native. He watched practice, and, you know, he studied Sean Payton when he was in New Orleans, and he truly believes that Sean is building a culture here in Broncos country.
He's going to right the ship. It's just a matter of how long it takes, but he will not tolerate mediocrity.
Foley, a former quarterback at Tulane, transitioned to cornerback and safety in the NFL. Great career, great hearing from him.
Yeah, great to hear their stories, but congrats to Odoms and Foley on this huge accomplishment. This coming season, you'll see both of their names in that Ring of Fame at Empower Field at Mile High. But guys, that's all for sports. We'll send it back to you.